What's up guys, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is a beautiful online platform to build your business, perfect for Airbnb owners. Now let's get on with the video. A modern tiny house retreat. Let's go check that out. Welcome to the Tiny Home Retreat. This place is very beautiful. It is right in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, which is where we are at today. And I'm very excited to show you guys a tour of this tiny house. If you're interested in this tiny home and want to check it out for yourself, the link is down below, as well as a link to sign up for Airbnb and save some money on your first stay anywhere in the world. So go sign up using that link down below. But anyway, let's just start with the tour. So if you decide you're coming to Atlanta, Georgia, and you decide come stay here, you'll pull up in a very suburban area and you'll walk to the gate of the backyard where this home is located. You open up the gate and you just continue walking, and there's two other doors. There's actually two tiny homes on this property, but you'll pick whichever door is yours and you'll just walk right through that door and you're greeted to your tiny home. This is a very gorgeous area. As you can see, it is fenced in all the way around. It is a very cute little spot. There's actually a lot of privacy for where you are located. If you look to the right, there's this little nook that borders the actual home, which is blue, and I think it matches really everything here, and they have some lights right here. But there's a couple of chairs and a table for sitting and enjoying, and it just looks really nice and cozy in this little nook. But if we just continue on to the main area, you have your other seating area that has a slate gravel. There's windows for decor up on the fence, and they have the string lights just hanging around. They have bamboo shoots coming out behind the two seats right here, and there's even a smokeless fire pit right here to enjoy some nights if you want to have a little fire in the city, which is really nice to have, I think. And there's even a cornhole board over here if you bring another person with you, and it's really mini and it fits along with a tiny home in the little tiny area that you have all to yourself. But right behind me now is the tiny home that you will be staying in. It is a tiny home on wheels, but you can't really tell because the owner has these garden pieces blocking the bottom of it, which look really nice actually. I didn't even know it was a tiny home on wheels until I got here and saw it. One of them has wood for the fireplace and everything you need to start that. But if we just take a step back and look at the entire tiny home as a whole, it does really look modern and really nice on the outside. Definitely a different look than any other tiny home I've seen. Just the angles and the architecture and the wood and just the style of it all looks really cool. So now I'll just take a step inside your tiny home. Whenever you walk in, you can clearly see how bright and open this tiny home is. The outside feel definitely fits the inside feel. It feels really cozy and comfortable in here. Nothing feels awkward. I think the owner designed this place really well, and everything has its place and its purpose. For tiny homes, you definitely need everything to have a purpose and place, or you're just going to waste the space and ruin basically the entire home. So the first thing that you might see whenever you walk in is your kitchen area. Now this takes up a pretty good amount of space for the amount of square footage that you have for this home. Lots of countertop space. It is all white and clean looking with the light colored wood for the cabinets. Right below all that, you do have all your cabinets that have all the cooking utensils or dishes that you might need. Just a bunch of storage area for all the things that you might need for the kitchen. There's a microwave right here. There's also a mini fridge. This is probably the smallest fridge I've ever seen, but it is really cute, and they provide a lot of snacks and drinks for you in this Airbnb, which is a nice plus. So now above that is the countertop area. This countertop area has a lot going on actually. So on the left side there is your huge sink. It is really deep. You could fit every single dish that this place offers in the sink if you happen to use all of them. And the window right behind that is really nice to let in some light in the area, and if you want to close it at night you can. You just pull the blinds down, or during the day just open them right back up. And then right over there you have your actual cooktop, which is really nice. And then right behind that you have some chop boards, and then you have your coffee bar set up right over to the right of that, which is always a must. They have the mini Keurig right here, which fits the tiny house vibe. A quick break. If you are an Airbnb owner, or you have a rental, or if you plan on doing one or the other, Squarespace is a wonderful tool for you. You can build your website using Squarespace, and some of the cool features are you can have a gallery to display all the photos or videos you have of your home or all the homes you have in one spot, and it's really easy to view. You can also set up simultaneous posting that allows you to post on all the platforms all at once, and you can plan it out so it's really time efficient and effective. Lastly, you can track all of your analytics from your visitors and where they're coming from, traffic source, all of that. This is also really handy with syncing up with your booking with Airbnb onto your website, so it's all blacked out dates. Either you book on Airbnb or your website, and if you book on your website, it also lets people save that Airbnb fee. So head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and whenever you're ready to give your home a really catchy name and start advertising it, go to squarespace.com/LeviKelly for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Anyway, on the other side of this kitchen is your seating area. The seating area is very large for the tiny home, which is nice. I don't like to be cramped in the seating areas trying to do some stuff. This is a full-size table with 2 chairs for 2 people, and it's really comfortable. It doesn't collapse or anything. They have a basket right here in the middle with some goodies and decor, and then this huge window right across from it. It looks really nice. It just lets in all the natural light, and you can look out onto your little property fenced in area, and you can close the window, of course, with the blind right here. And they just have a few knick-knack stuff on the window shelf. They also have a Google Home, so if you want to say, hey Google, play me a song, it will. Super cool to have it in Airbnb. It's really easy to use. And now we'll just continue on with the rest of this space, which you have your bed and sleeping area all right here on the end of this tiny home. The huge window right here that lets in even more light, which is much needed for a tiny home. Of course, you can close it and whatnot. And you have your entire bed, which is a really large bed, and it fits in with this home really well. It's not some random little sleeper sofa thing or anything. It is an actual bed. It even has storage underneath it. Underneath it, they do have an iron table set in case you ever need that if you're here for a business trip, and they have some games if you're here with some friends. Above the bed, you have these 2 dangling lights for each side, which is really cool and nice to have. They're not very bright at all, so if you want to read or anything, you have lights right there. And then the decor above the bed is super cool. Even the headboard of this bed is really cool. It's this leather piece that is buttoned into the wall. I've never seen something like that. It is a cool touch. And on the right side of this bed, there's a side table for you as well that has your welcome sign, a couple Airbnb magazines and whatnot, and it's attached right above it are hangers to hang some clothes and stuff like that. Now on the wall across the bed is another window, but what they did was they put this huge mural up on the window to cover it up so you're not really looking into the neighbor's property. Now probably my favorite thing of this tiny home is where's the TV located. So you press this button and the TV pops out from this little board piece at the foot of your bed. It is so cool to have to watch it just come up and down whenever you're done with it, have it go down for the night, and it's just gone, and it is a great use of space. So now continuing with the rest of the home, on the other side you have your full bathroom. The layout of this bathroom is really neat. There's of course your toilet right in the middle, but there's a couple walls right here. If you look up, you have 2 windows actually on the toilet, and you might be wondering what the thing right next to the toilet is. That is a heater for your bathroom if you ever need it, which is a nice touch. But on the left side you have your full shower. Of course the subway tile with the gray grout instead of black. Across from that you have your beautiful sink and vanity area. There's a lot of detail in this. The huge mirror with a really cool light right next to it. You have a shelf right here that has a couple things you might need. Of course your huge sink, and they have a couple other accessories right here as well. And then right under that they have plenty of drawers to have everything else from a hairdryer to all your towels, all of that such. So that is your modern tiny home. The outside of this looks really cool, and the inside as well. It just all fits together, and even the coziness of this little property with the fence, it all fits together perfectly. I think I would highly suggest this place for anybody wanting to come to Atlanta. This tiny home was custom built. I'll leave a link to the tiny home company that built this down below. If you ever want to go check them out and get some prices, I believe they list out some prices for some different models you can get. So if you're ever curious about that or you want to get one for yourself, that link is down below. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And if you have an Airbnb or home or any type of structure that you want me to check out and come leave a review for, shoot me a message down below, email me, send me some photos, and maybe we can work something out. Anyway guys, I will see you next week.
Oh, dude. Turn it on.
Turn it on.